Your name, please.
My name is Oric Curtis. Oric Curtis.
Okay, and we're here to talk about the Premier's first year in office. The first question really, Paula Cox has been Premier for a year now. What is your single biggest memory of her in that time?
My single biggest memory of Premier Paula Cox would be when she unveiled the budget for our upcoming fiscal year, and the how she allocated our funds as a country, Bermuda, and the seriousness of that budget was very serious.
Good morning, thank you for joining us today. Can I just ask your name first of all, please?
Sean Place.
Paula Cox has been Premier for a year. What's your biggest single memory of her in that time?
Oh my goodness. Her winning.
Her winning?
Yeah.
Winning the election. And if you could, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how would you rate the Premier's performance so far?
Next question.
Why that?
Because within the first year, it's kind of hard to rate somebody's job. I mean, she's got a very big job. Plus, she's still finance minister. That's a whole lot. So I feel I can't really rate that right now. After maybe the second year, yeah. But yeah, everybody's struggling. So if we're doing it, they should do it too.
Do you mean the politicians have been a bit complacent?
A few of them, yes.
Thanks for joining us today. Can I just ask your name, please?
Cassandra.
Cassandra, Paula Cox has been Premier for a year. What is your biggest single memory of her in that time?
Nothing really bites me in regards to her speaking out, because what I see today, it's nothing has changed. Basically, the crime rate has increased. The housing, people don't have nowhere to live. There's no job in the economy, and we're all struggling. And everyone's looking for job security, and there isn't any, not at this point.
And what do you think then now should be her biggest single focus?
Education. Education is the biggest focus, because without education, our youth will become idle, and once you become idle, you become irresponsible, and when you become irresponsible, you end up with a lot of pressure in regards to trouble, kids getting caught, gunfighting, gunplay, animosity. So that is our biggest concern. Education is a must. Without education, our kids are nowhere.
And do you believe there'll be an election soon?
It would be great just to see a turnaround, to see if this island or what the people really feel, because right now I know United Bermuda Party was in power for some time. They had their issues too, but as for PLP, since they've been in power, I'm just seeing a lot of gun crime, a lot of things that has come about that shouldn't have come about. So it's time for an election.
Do you think the PLP will win?
I'm not quite sure. Bermudians are heartbroken from the win. They promised us, a lot of promises has been broken and it's not been fixed, and we have lost trust and faith in the PLP.
All right, thank you for joining us this morning. Could I just ask your name, please?
My name is John Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Paula Cox has been Premier for a year now. What's your biggest single memory of her in that time?
I noticed that she had stayed focused on the issues, and she's been not afraid to say what she feels to be the most important thing, the most important issues facing Bermuda. And she has not been afraid to deal with the issues, to say what she thinks, what she feels is best for the country.
Mm-hmm. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how would you rate the Premier's performance?
I would give her 7.
Why is that?
Because I think she has done the best that she could possibly do, in spite of the negative comments that you've heard from the opposition and even the media. They have not been fair to her.
Why haven't people been fair to her, do you think?
I think they have, but this is the role of the media too. They're looking for a story. So it's much easier to highlight the negative things, perhaps the few failures that the government has made, as opposed to the good things they have done.
Thank you for joining us today. Can I just ask your name, please?
Delma Fergo.
Paula Cox has been Premier for a year. What is your biggest single memory of her in that time?
My memories of her, she's doing a good job, and I have I have no complaints about her.
So you support what she's doing at the moment?
Yes,
On a scale of 10, with 10 being the highest, how would you rate the Premier?
10,
10. Why is that?
because I feel like she's a good person.
There's a lot of problems at the moment. What do you think her biggest single focus should be?
On the seniors and education,
Why is that, do you think?
because the school system, I don't think the school system is in place yet.
Thanks for joining us today. Can I just ask your name, please?
Elaine Steed.
Thanks for joining us, Elaine. First question, the Premier, Paula Cox, has been in power now for a year. Well, she's been in Premier for a year. What is your biggest single memory of her in that time?
I think she's striving hard to sort things out, and it's probably going to take a while for her. She seems to be interested, but I think she sort of has a long ways to go because she has to get more developed into what is happening.
Okay, thank you. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest mark, how would you rate the Premier so far?
I'll give her an 8
Why is that?
because, as I said before, she's trying. You will see we're in, you can just talk to her and she listens to you, that's one thing. And the other Premier didn't listen because I used to write him and he never received a reply, but she listens to you.
Good morning, thank you for joining us this morning. Can I just ask your name, please?
My name is Raymond Simons.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Simons. Just a few questions. Paula Cox has been Premier for a year now. What is your biggest memory of her in that time?
My biggest memory of her is just being the finance minister, and now she's the premier. That's about all I can remember of her right now.
That's fine. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest score, how would you rate the Premier's performance?
I rate her about a 9 because she's doing the best that she can, and with what she has, and she's trying to do her job. She's just trying to do her job. That's about all I can say about her right now.
That's fine, that's a good answer, thank you. What do you think at the moment should be her biggest focus?
Trying to get down the debt that we have acquired from these last 20 or 30 years and put emphasis on education, because I'm an educator, so the thing is that I'm very concerned about the education aspect of Bermuda.